Have you ever noticed people who never post photos online? No selfies, no celebrations, no updates at all. In a world that rewards attention, these people often fade into the background. But psychology suggests this behavior is far from random. It actually reveals a great deal about their confidence, mindset, and emotional intelligence. So let's break down the real psychology behind people who don't post their photos on social media. First, privacy over popularity. Psychologists explain that people who rarely share photos often have a strong preference for privacy. They care deeply about controlling what others see and how others perceive them. They're not antisocial, they're simply protecting their mental space. While many people seek validation through likes and comments, they rely on self-validation instead. They don't need to broadcast their lives to feel secure, and that quiet independence is a subtle sign of inner confidence. Second, strong self-concept clarity. Research on self-concept clarity shows that people who share less online often have a solid understanding of who they are. They know their values, their goals, and what truly matters to them without needing approval from others. Because of this, they're less likely to chase trends or constantly compare themselves to people online. Their happiness doesn't come from reactions, it comes from within. Third, emotional security. Posting less is often linked to secure self-esteem, a form of confidence that doesn't depend on attention to survive. They don't post selfies to prove their worth because they already feel complete. Psychologists note that people with this emotional balance tend to be less anxious, less approval-seeking, and more focused on real-life goals. Fourth, deep thinkers, not show-offs. People who stay quiet online are often more introspective. They think carefully before they speak, and they post only when something truly matters. This comes from an internal locus of evaluation, meaning they judge themselves by their own standards rather than others. They value authentic conversations over superficial interactions. Fifth, they understand the digital illusion. Many of them are fully aware of how easily social media can distort reality. Psychologists refer to this as social comparison theory, where people constantly measure their worth against others' highlight reels. By staying low-key, they protect their mental health from endless comparison cycles. They choose peace over performance. So the next time you notice someone who doesn't post their photos online, don't assume they're shy or antisocial. They might simply be more grounded, more emotionally intelligent, and more self-aware than most people online. They don't need to be seen to feel seen, and that's real confidence. If you enjoy understanding why people think and behave the way they do, subscribe to the channel. Because here, we don't just scroll through people's lives, we decode their minds.